guys, if you guys remember my video back in June of 2017, before heading to Mexico, I talked to you guys about my ideal vacation being a cruise. I love cruising. I think it's by far the best vacation. During our stay at this all-inclusive resort, we talked about what things we want to do in 2018. Some of us wanted to go to Haiti. Others wanted to go to the Dominican Republic. I wanted to go to Argentina because I have not seen some of our family for about 2 years, and my wife was there for Christmas, but I just haven't been back. So I wanted to kind of go back, but it was just going to be too expensive to go back with the whole group for 2 to 3 weeks. So trying to be affordable for everyone, we decided to book a cruise. Now, the group is all pretty much all Carnival fans. Not only Carnival fans, they are platinum members with Carnival. That means they have cruised God knows how many nights to get that platinum status. I have been on both Royal Caribbean and Carnival. So let's take a look at the pros and cons of both ships. I will let you know what cruise line I'm going on in May of 2018. First of all, let's take a look at the pros of Carnival. It's a loud environment. I love that about Carnival. When you leave a port, screaming and shouting and waving and just having a good time, music pumped up, you feel like you're on a Caribbean cruise, and that's the best part about it. Easygoing dress code. You will be shocked what you see at some of these dinners. So they are more relaxed than other cruise lines, and that is pretty cool. Most of the ships are good looking. Overall, it's a clean environment. Can be very, very affordable. Like I said, normally I do 7 days. I've been on 1 or 2 4-day cruises with Carnival. We'll get to that on the con section. But I definitely prefer 7 days versus the shorter cruises. And like I said, it's known as a party ship. It has good food, especially after eating at this all-you-can-eat resort we were in Mexico. I mean, it just wasn't great food at all, and they were known for having good food, and it was pretty bad. So, going on a cruise, I'm looking forward to having different options, and I've never had really bad food on a cruise. Not been great food, but it's much better than what we had at this all-inclusive resort. So we have good food. It has decent amenities: the gym, the pools, the spas, the nice TV for watching movies at night. And the best part about a Carnival Cruise Line is the comedy show. It is definitely good. So if you have not been on Carnival and you're thinking about it and you're kind of, do I want it, do I not want it? If you love comedy, you may go on Carnival. It is that good of a show. Now, as far as the cons, every single time we have been on Carnival, we have seen someone get arrested. On our holiday cruise, we saw someone get arrested when we pulled in Port of Miami. It was funny, we saw the police get on. I said, hey, I bet someone's getting arrested, just joking with her. About 10 to 15 minutes later, we're leaving our room. Sure enough, 4 doors down from us, a man was being arrested and put in handcuffs. I don't know what he did, but he was arrested. It could have been that he stole something on the ship. I'm not sure, but that's happened. And the worst case was one that we did a 4-day cruise on out of Port Canaveral to the Bahamas. A man committed a very serious criminal act. He was arrested. We were held in Bahamas for an extra 6 hours. While they did their investigation, they would not let the ship leave. We did see the man be arrested, taken off the ship, and the person that was taken off the ship as well was not in very good health. So it was a very serious criminal act. So I try to stay away from Carnival because of my experiences I've seen. Especially on a 4-day cruise, 3 or 4 days, you have a different crowd versus the 7-day cruises. The soda packages, again, I don't like. You get a cheap, basically glass that it will last you. It doesn't break, but the writing comes off. So about day 5, day 6, day 7, half the writing is basically gone. But the worst part about it is you have to wait in line at the bar to get a refill. So they give you a refill, and they basically give you 5 minutes before you can get another refill. They fill it up with a lot of ice, and if you're eating lunch or you're eating dinner, it's not really unlimited at that point, and it's just a pain to wait. And if you're in port for the first time, you're at Miami or Tampa or Port Lauderdale or Port Canaveral or whatever you are, until you actually leave, you start paying taxes on the all-you-can-drink Cokes, okay? So Until you're actually in the international waters, you are paying basically taxes to have drinks. Even if you paid for the all-inclusive drink package, you're paying taxes on each drink you get. Um, there are some dirty individuals on the ships. I mean, let's just be honest. There are some dirty people. I think the person that had our stateroom before was one of those individuals. When we walked in, there was a lot of ants in the room, and it took about 3 to 4 days before those ants just started disappearing. People leave food in there. Just because you have, room service doesn't mean that you need to just junk your room up with food and leave it there and be dirty just because someone else is cleaning up after you. Because we actually got bitten quite a bit because of the ants in the room. The ship's decor, I think the ship has very ugly decor. It's very gaudy. It's definitely not my style. And some of the people are rude. They have very much fan club members. So if you talk dirt about Carnival, you will get hated. This video is going to get hated because of the negative side. I already expect it. I already know what's going to happen. I talked about another Carnival Cruise line I did, the glory for a holiday experience and how bad it was. So the Carnival fans will chip in. You will see the comments below, and you can tell if they're Carnival fans just by what they say. But overall, you go on a cruise line for an experience, and that's something we have to keep in mind. Is we are going with a group of individuals. They are all platinum members. A lot of people say Carnival is the Walmart of the seas. It's not because it's cheap. It's a decent ship. It's a good ship. The reason is some of the people you see on these ships are people that you see at Walmart, and that's my honest opinion about it. I don't think it's a bad ship or anything like that. There's just it's a different ship, but it has a lot of fun and it has a lot of that cool environment that I personally do care for and I do like. Now with Royal Caribbean, let's talk about it. The pros. These ships are beautiful. I mean, these ships blow away Carnival. Just being honest, most of the ships are really large, especially when you start talking about the Freedom class and how big that is. And I mean, that's bigger than the Dream with Carnival. Then you start talking about the Oasis class, and I mean, those ships are just, it's a city at sea. I mean, they're so huge. Overall, they're clean, just like Carnival. It's still affordable. I mean, the price between Carnival and Royal Caribbean is not much difference, if any at all. It's just like Carnival. It's good food. Nothing great, nothing to write home about, but it's good food. But this is what gets Royal Caribbean for me, is the fact that it has amazing amenities. You got the gym. I box every single day, so I enjoy boxing. So it has a full-size boxing ring in some of the ships. Ice skating rink as well, really. In the ship, you can go ice skating in Royal Caribbean. The surf rider, okay? They call it the flow rider. You can surf or you can knee board, belly board, whatever you want to do. So they have 2 machines on the Oasis. They have rock climbing that you can do, so you can actually do just different rock crawls. Zip lining on the Oasis class as well. The pools, the spas, the TVs, the Central Park. So they have real trees and real plants on the ship that you walk, and it has a mall layout. So with Carnival, everything is basically a square, and you look up, and each floor has its own thing, whether it's the casinos, and then you have the stores on maybe 5 and 6, and you have different stuff, and it's kind of right there together. And then you start having your staterooms and everything else. Where Royal Caribbean is like a mall. Like when you walk to the left, you may see Dash, you may see Guess, you may see Calvin Klein, and on the right, you could see, Bass, so you could see different shops there. So that's kind of how the layout is. It's like basically 2 towers on 2 sides of the ship, and in the middle is a walkway. So you have rooms where balconies that actually look out in the ocean and balconies that look inside the ship. So that's a cool layout about Royal Caribbean. Now here's the cons with Royal Caribbean, is they are a lot more strict. I mean, some days you just don't feel like dressing up, and maybe I don't want to wear something that they classify as a dress code, and I go to dinner. I may not be allowed in with Royal Caribbean. They may make me go back and dress, or I have to eat in the buffet, which I don't mind eating in the buffet at dinner. I think that's pretty cool. That's what we normally do anyway. But they're more strict with their dining. They are very strict with your cleanliness. So if you walk by and you don't use hand sanitizer, they will make you go back. They will not let you in without using it. Um, Also, some of the people can be snobbish. It's a different crowd. It's not really a party crowd. And it's just really deciding whether or not you want to really feel that party atmosphere or if you want to just use it for the amenities. Because the amenities section of Royal Caribbean is second to none. I mean, you can't compare Carnival to Royal Caribbean, but it's the atmosphere, and that's where the difference is. And the comedy shows are horrible on Royal Caribbean. I don't enjoy them. Definitely prefer Carnivals. So with everyone being, platinum members, with Carnival, never been on Royal Caribbean. We went back and forth. We talked about it. But in May of 2018, we are going with the Allure of the Seas. That's right. We're going on Royal Caribbean, Allure of the Seas. I still stick firm to my anti-Carnival. I do not want to ever go back on Carnival. I think it has a lot of atmospheres I do like. But I've just had so many bad experiences with them that I just don't want to cruise with them. But my experiences are just mine. I hope that everyone that goes on Carnival enjoys it. It is about experiences. It's about having fun. And it's based off of personal likes. So Carnival is definitely a fun ship, and but I just can't beat the amenities, and just being on a ship the size of the Allura is something I'm looking forward to. So guys, that's what I'm looking at, the pros and cons between Carnival and Royal Caribbean. I am going with Royal Caribbean once again. Thanks guys for watching as always, and take care.